Hello, let's take a look at some of the main headlines this lunchtime. A man has been charged with the murder of the student Sabita Thanwani. The 19-year-old was found dead at a university housing block in Clerkenwell on Saturday morning. A post-mortem revealed she died from a sharp force trauma to the neck. 22-year-old Maha Marufe is expected in court today. Detectives are continuing to investigate after a teenage girl died after her e-scooter crashed with a van in Upton Park. It happened yesterday afternoon on Green Street. Officers say the driver of the van has not been arrested. It's not clear if the girl, who was 14, was using a privately owned e-scooter, which are banned on public roads. Several trials are taking place in London where the use of rented scooters are permitted. The Chancellor was dealt a blow ahead of tomorrow's spring statement as official figures showed higher than expected government borrowing last month as soaring inflation saw interest payments hit record levels. The Office for National Statistics says interest on national debt jumped to £8.2 billion last month. That's up from £5.4 billion a year earlier. A survivor of the Westminster Terror attack has spoken of the abuse he receives from online trolls 5 years on from the atrocity. 25-year-old Travis Frayne was on a university trip to London when Khalid Masood struck him in a car on the 22nd of March 2017. Masood injured more than 50 people as he drove into crowds on Westminster Bridge before stabbing PC Keith Palmer to death outside Parliament. The terrorist was then shot dead by police. Mr. Frayne suffered serious injuries, including a broken leg, but managed to walk away from the scene. He says footage of that moment has led to people claiming he faked his involvement.
YouTube was littered with all these sort of debunking videos saying that I'd faked my involvement or my injuries were fake and we were all paid actors. That caused a lot of distress. I mean, it's already incredibly distressing, not just for me, but for my family, for my younger sister, and my parents, to have been affected by a terror attack of all things, something that, as I say, fortunately doesn't affect many people.